Hey water people, I'm Melanie Florence and this is Hot Tea for the Soul. This is the weekly elemental hot tea for the water people who might have a lot of water in their charts, or you're looking for a reading about your emotional connections, our water things like our emotional life. So I'm going to do a Greenwood reading. I've been reading the Greenwood for 25 years. So it walks through, a gentle walkthrough of our current, where we're at, what we're thinking, our subconscious, what we're driven by, what our challenges are. So I do private readings. If you do want a private reading, much like this, a YouTube clip, I can send it to you directly. And I'll have it to you within 48 hours. Or we can hook up for like a live session, a live sitting and sipping the tea with the universe and you and me, right? So, rhymes must be great, right? I'm going to build up with a few cards early. We're going to build up with a few different things from a few different decks first, and then we're going to jump into the Greenwood, and after that I'm going to do the individual signs and in the timestamps jump to it, right? So let's see what we got. All right, I'm going to start with apparently a bit of a grunt. I'm going to start with a grunt with the Dreamtime reading cards. Let's shuffle them about. Let's see what we come out of this Dreamtime. This is the Aboriginals. This is our Indigenous DNA here in Australia, and this is about clarity. All right. So this is really beautiful, the Dragonflies. I'm actually going to read it to you because it's actually about, you know, being able to see things in a perspective, and so they're seeing through their clear wings gives us a different perspective and how they go and see things. But let's actually do a little bit of storytelling. Let me find it. Dragonfly. I'm looking for clarity for some reason. All right, let's get some clarity. The Dragonfly. Come in abundant rainbow of colours and sizes. They range in a few centimetres in length, from the large ones as large as your hands with wingspans of around twice of that. The dragonfly starts its life as an unattractive larva that lives in the water and evolves into adult life and gains its wings. The period spent in the darkness of the water equips a dragonfly larva for its time of flight and freedom. The dragonfly is also associated with the element of air. It represents clear thinking and clear knowing. Its transparent wings offer insight and transparency to questions and situations that you may be facing in life. Due to its ability to hover and move quickly, the dragonfly is also associated with seeing things from different angles. The silent, fleeting dance encourages creativity, freedom as it moves through with grace and purpose. Its transparent wings shine with truth and answers. If the dragonfly shows itself today, know that it is a blessing and the answers you seek are not far behind. Colours could have answers for you. You know, so we can look up the colour of the dragonfly as well. But this is clarity. Something's going to come clear, clearer thought, clearer situation, you know. So we've got clarity, seeing it from a different perspective. There's an evolution inside of its process. So it evolves, right? And then gets its freedom by seeing things in a cleared way. Right, so what have we got? Pisces people, happy birthday. Like, I know I forgot last week. I was sitting in the middle. I was going to say happy birthday to the Pisces at the end. I was like, happy birthday, Pisces people. So, water peeps, sorry. I get, like, in the zone, and I was like, Pisces, here we are. Like, I got a lot of mates in Pisces. I hope you're all having a party. I hope you're all having a great time, guys. Alright, so I hope you're all looking at my readings. So, what do we got from the Australian Wildflower deck? Let's see what we've got to go with the clarity. We've got creativity, and it was already talking about being creative. This is really creative. This is passionately creative. Anything so red like that. So, the Grevillea. Alright, creative abundance inside of here. So you might have some clarity in how to make your creativity. It feels inspired. This feels like you've got a bit of a transformation going on in here. And it's really about creating abundance, creating with passion inside of that Grevillea. So red. Wonderful. Okay, so we go from Cheryl and Darcy, who made the Australian Wildlife, to Cheryl and Darcy, who made the Green Witch Oracle. So I'm a bit of an urban Green Witch, if you've read my write-up on jackstreehouse.com. And I see that because I'm really an urban sort of metal sort of chick, and bohemian rock dog, I would like to call myself, maybe. Like, but this is like, I'm an urban Green Witch. I like urban stuff, but I'm attached to my elements, and here we are. So anyway, what have we got? Productivity. Being productive. All right. So, got a bit of clarity. Got creative. getting productive. And this is rooted down. This is like a earth. You see below the earth just there, and we're pulling things out and we're getting productive. There's an abundance inside of this. And you know what? The orange is always relieving nervous tension. So you're out there getting productive, creative, clarity. Love it. Water peeps. Love it when it all comes into focus. Sometimes there's one pixel that brings life into focus, right? One little pixel. So I got the, I always do this, earth magic. Earth magic. A bit of earth magic. So we'll see what elements we've got going on around this as well. Because if you hadn't noticed, I'm an elemental reader. Like, I'm really attached to our earth, our fire, our air, our water. We are Captain Planet. We are Gaia. All right, we are Gaia. We are nurturing our elements. We are Mother Earth. We are our strength. We are, you know, I have been told, and I believe this, because this is a collective subconscious. We have a collective creativeness, so creation, right? And so it's like our collective subconscious. If you actually send your energy to Gaia to heal somebody, she actually amplifies it. And what happens is you actually heal Gaia and say, can you please heal my family, Gaia? Can you please make my world stable, Gaia? Can we please help the world and become, and you know what? I think she's done things in this last year. When they said we didn't have an antidote for the world and the way it was, guess what? Gaia went, I hear the screaming children. I hear the screaming children saying we need to change these. There's millions of people saying it, and all these people saying we can't change this. And then all of a sudden, regardless of how it happened, where it came from. All right, so we are part of this collective subconscious. If you actually send your energy to Gaia, to Mother Earth, then, you know, it's fertile and it's abundant. It's nurturing. There's a nurturing inside of all of this for you. A fertile, nurturing creation. Okay. All right, water peeps. I'm going to pull out the Greenwood Tarot. So this is a deck that I've had for 25 years. It's actually really special to me. It's been around with me for that long. I've slept with it more than I've slept with any person. True story. So this is really a journey for me going through the Greenwood because of its element. Because of its element base, it's always given me something to connect to. All right, it's always given me some really earthy, pragmatic elements. So we start with your present state. The present state is the world has changed, right? You know that you're holding on to some threads. You let go. We know that we make the color. We create the colors that appear in our cloak here. See these colours, we make them. We make our traditions. We decide what we keep as our traditions, our sun, our moon. We decide sometimes we're on top, we're on bottom. And this is this pragmatic protector, this bear over here. And we talk with the queen over here. It's a communicator. And so this is the world communicating the pragmatic stuff and it all turning over. It's been a strong element. This and the world tree have been a massively strong element since I've started doing this, obviously, because I started in July last year. Alright, so still fresh, still a baby channel, still working on it. Gonna get another camera because I want 2 camera angles. I want you to be able to see what's here and this, and so I'm still working on this because the world is still changing, right? And we create it. So this is a creation. The world changed, and inside of that, we create something else. So we're getting a bit of clarity this week. Okay. So the next card is your spiritual mediator. It's a shortstop. It's the next energy that's surrounding you. It's the next thing that that you can work with. And we got celebration. This is like the marriage card, but this is a celebration of our spirit, with our family and our friends, with our spiritual family. We've got the fire on the hill. It's a very strong, like, party vibe, right? Yeah, the sun goes down. We've got our keep. We're safe. And this is a great spot. This is a time to celebrate who you are, all right? It's celebrate even if you're not a Pisces, have a birthday this week. It's your own birthday too, right? So celebrate your life. This could be marriage. This is a marriage card. If there's a marriage card in the deck, this is it. All right, so it might be that you're actually looking at that. You're looking at what marriage material is, if there's somebody in your life like that. But marriage, you have ideas. There's a lot of things that could be marriage, but that's sort of that thing. It's a celebration, maybe of the world changing. All right, so the next card is your the conscious will. It's your conscious. So we've got it's your conscious will. It's what you consciously think about what's going on. Okay. What do we consciously think about what's going on? Oh, we're reflecting. All right, so this is a time where we are in a transition, and you can see this in the boat. I think this is actually the 3 out of 3 that this card's come out. out of this week. So this is a moment where we're consciously thinking about what has gone on, what's past, what your life was. We have the water queen standing here while we look and reflect and we remove our emotions. She's there for stable emotions and making you feel loving about it. So you look at why the world turns the way it is, who you are. You know, this is sometimes where we see the things that are interlinked, and we sometimes step apart from it and we look at it from a 5D perspective, that we're looking at ourselves outside of ourselves and what our life is without being subjective about it, without being emotionally attached. That's your conscious will at the moment. It's to look at life without being too overtly attached, to see what it is, right? Looking at it from a different perspective. What's the driving force? What's the driving force of the situation? Okay, we can still see all of those, yeah, sort of. Oh, I was meant to put this down. I'm just going to put this down so you can see it. Give me a second. All right. Now we can see it. Right. Sorry. I'll put the individual star signs at the end, guys. This is how it's going. Apparently I'm a bit like loose and liquid today. All right, so now we can see it. We've got the Wheel of Fortune and we're celebrating and we're looking back. We're looking back at how we got here. Okay? All right, so it's time to celebrate and look back. Look back at how we got here. All right, with some clarity. All right, and nurturing ourselves. All right, this is a productive moment. The next thing is a driving force. What's your driving force in the circumstance? Ooh, this is the Queen of Wands. So this is the hair. This is having faith. This is a spirited woman. This is a woman who, she takes her action. She's a woman of action and power and taking on her spirited passion, like, and where she's going to take that. Like, and it's a rebirth. She's fertile. She knows what she takes her power and she takes passion and she takes it seriously in her hands. So this could be you. This could be somebody you know. This could be you embracing that. And that is your driving force, is maybe to be that, to trust your spirit, keep your passion and keep yourself alive. Like that, she's a strong, passionate energy, taking it on inside of this celebration. She's not, doesn't back out. All right, so what is this unconscious empathy? It's got conscious will, unconscious empathy. You'd be surprised how often I switch those over after 25 years. The Green Man. You got the power inside this. You got the strength. You've got the strength of everything on your side. You've got fertile creativity, abundance. You are in control. This is, you're unconsciously thinking, you know, that this situation is, you've got some sort of, you know, your faith, your passion, and it's very driven. This has got an Aries element to it, this. So we still have a fire element inside of this to go with this queen. We've got a fiery emperor element in the Green Man. All right, his virile, his strength, his fertility matches hers inside of this abundant, very grounded energy, and that's what you've got. That's what you've got in your unconscious empathy, is grounding yourself in a very masculine, grounded way, like taking it on. Okay, so the Green Man gets divine inspiration and he applies it to the world. All right, this is your challenge. It's what we need to work on. What do we need to work on? Water peeps. Telling everybody your truth. Telling everybody, speak out loud, not being afraid, not be bound by things. This is actually, you know, where you're allowed to say, I'm allowed to have my peace. I've created my spot in the world and I'm allowed to have my say about that. I created that, right? And I'm allowed to say that I have faith. I'm allowed to say I have passion. I'm allowed to say I am strong. So your challenge in here may be that you're being blocked from speaking your potential, or that you need to work out how to communicate it all. I was talking to a friend the other day and I told her, get up and put your writing and put it on a page and put it out there for people to see so you can inspire other people. All right, this is communicating. This is the breath of fresh air. This is talking it out loud. Look, held it upside down all the time. Now it's time for you to talk. There was a challenge and we reversed it just then. It's time to talk. Let's see what the healing element is. Let's see what helps you. So this is what we need to work on. This is what we need to work, what we've got to work with. All right, what peeps, what have we got? Challenge is putting yourself out there, speaking about yourself, speaking about your passion, all right? Knowing that the world's changed and you're going to celebrate, and you know who you are. You've got this strength of character. You've got creativity. And you're productive, right? And you're clear about this. You've been nurturing. And Gaia is on your side. She's appeared inside of this. So we don't just have the Green Man. We've got the Green Woman sitting here as well. This Gaia is that fertile, earthy woman as well. So we've got this strength inside. We've got strength of people around us. All right. So what's the healing element for the water peeps? Healing element is a water element. It's little messages of love. So you might be getting little messages of love. You might be feeling the love a little bit. This could be a water element child. But this is a real, like, little messages of love. All right, you might be expressing. And sometimes, you know, half of doing this for me was to maybe feel my heart. Like, make sure my heart works. I wanted to share the love. It's not about sharing love and light. It's about, I wanted to feel messages. So sometimes we need to put it out there. You've got to be the change you want to see. So sometimes it's you sending that little message and you get that message back. But here, you're going to feel it. There's a little bit of love in the air. All right, that's the healing element inside of your situation. Okay, so the next card is the outcome of this. And then we'll go into the individual. What's the outcome this week of what we've got going on in these energies for the water peeps? And we'll go into the individuals. Oh, that's a new and emotional beginning. This is drinking from a new cup with all these celebrations. All right, so with all these little messages, there might be a new beginning. This might be a new relationship that you're feeling. This is a new way of looking at love. You're going to express yourself, express your love, and learn how to express your love. Like, it's all out there for you. You do have the power inside of here. This is really strong clarity, creativity, productive, nurturing, all of these things. And you know the world has changed. And so this is seeing it through a beautiful new, like, emotional new beginning. This could again be the relationship you're looking for. Somebody comes along. The swan is often marriage in cards, and we've got the wishing star still sitting inside of this. Like, but this is a really beautiful, strong, like, you're going to feel messages of love, and you're going to get love. It feels like love. Oh, water peeps, last week's felt like love for you guys too. I don't have any. I do have my north node, luckily, apparently is water. But so my overall spiritual organicness is actually Scorpio, right? Which is what your north node is, if that's what you're looking, because I didn't know that until last year. Until then, I didn't think I had any water in my charts. But I've loved last week's water reading, and I love this week's water reading. It's actually really beautiful. It's organically beautiful and productive and creative and fertile and nourishing. All these things. It was right. It's there, all right? And that's the world that you're living in. All right, you have strength in your conviction, and you should talk about it. And there's a new start. All right, so I'm going to do the individual star signs. So when I start here, what do I start with? Cancer. Cancer people, what do we got? Oh, just jumping out. Oh, seasons change. We walk our path. We walk back and forth as we go to find ourselves. All right, this is the last card in the cycle of everything. This is like the universe card in the Greenwood deck, because we are always walking towards ourselves. This is always like walking back on our path. So we relearn and we relearn as we go in and out, and sometimes we're the hermit and we go into the tree, like, but as we walk around it and our seasons change, we know they're changed. Sometimes you're in a winter and you have to wait until it becomes a spring, all right, but it will, your life will spring, it will become fertile, and the season will change, and you're walking that path and you've walked it to you. All right, so you've walked your path back to you, your path. Ooh, Cancer. All right, 2 more cards for Cancer. What do we got? 2 more cards for Cancer. Ooh, fulfillment. Ooh. Right, so we make decisions. Those 2 on the outsides, they're decisions of faith. We decide things. We roll the dice. We make decisions on what we believe and what we've got what our gut says, and all of these things. This is where the pays off. This is where the balance is. This is the balance between our body and our spirit. This is balance between our blood and our semen, apparently. But this is our body and our spirit, and we can see this fertile balance, and this is about fulfillment. You, the inside of you, and putting you inside of your decisions and bringing them to fruition. Something is going to find fulfillment. You've walked in this is spiritual fulfillment, being wands being our fire, our passion, and our faith, right? All right, so you've walked a path for fulfillment. Maybe you're finding the end of something, Cancer. Okay, 1 more for Cancer. Oop, little ferret. All right, so we have this queen. This queen is your driving force, and like this strength of this passion. And this little thing, this is like, I've got more little, it's just like looking under this rock, looking under that rock. What do I believe in? This is like, you're going to get intuition to go along with these messages of faith. You're going to go through this intuition, right? That's going to make you, it gives you a little, I love this guy. I love this stoat. It's a ferret, which is a polecat, apparently. I found out the other day. And then they look over here and they look over there and they're looking for little spiritual information, and it comes to you. Like, so this is divine stuff. That'll come to you. You're going to get little messages from the divine, perhaps. Okay, or it's a fire element child if it's a child in your life. Okay, that's beautiful, Cancer. I love it. That's really fertile and fiery, and it matches what's been going on for you. And I hope that you have a good week. Please hit like and subscribe, share with your peeps. Hit book in for a personal. Let me send you one of these. I can do a full spread just for you. Send it to you. All right. So next, thank you, Cancer. I hope you have a great week. Next is Scorpio. There's only 3 in each, you know. Scorpio. When I started this, my brother and I had a discussion about that, you know, if I was going to do star signs, I should add a fucus, which is somewhere between, it's sort of all cuspy, right? That card's definitely there. For Scorpio. All right, my brother Scorpio, hope he's happy. We're not talking, but I hope he's happy because your cups are full, right? These are about Scorpio. This is about, like, this waters of life. This is happiness. This is actually getting what you want. This is actually the fertile. This is, you know, all of your cups being full in a row, and knowing that, you know, that there's a generosity about you, and you're actually happy with what you've got and what you've created inside of here and how things have turned, right? That you do have a strength of character. You do have a strength inside of you. There is happiness, right? Is attraction and happiness. Let's see what else we got. Because we've got a new emotional beginning. It's on the table. You've been getting messages, and the sun is going to shine. Look, so bright, so wide open. You get and you bathe. This is sunbathing at its best, and it fills our soul, and it warms our being, and, you know, it fills our bones. It really does. Vitamin D fills our bones. We need it. Otherwise, you get rickets, and they got them in kids' legs because people are staying out of the sun while they're pregnant, right? So, you know, they actually do need the sun because it bathes us in the universal cosmic hole. I know they tell us to keep out of it. Here in Australia, we got ozone problems. Get burnt, really serious. But this is about feeling that warmth, feeling that bathe, your happiness, and you feel your life. Just amazing. That's amazing. One more card for Scorpio. Oh, reunion. And we got this in top. We got waterfalls all around. There's a happy reunion inside of here. There's a happy reunion with your childhood. There's family, friends, past lovers. The attraction is still in this card. This is the 2 of Cups when this here and this love, and the attraction of it all amazing. All right, Scorpio, this is amazing things. I really love where this is going. There's a lot of love going around, reuniting you with your heart, your soul, and your inner child, which is amazing. Amazing. All right, so thank you for being here, and I really do like, you know, personal readings. If you're after one, let me know. So, and let me know if it resonates with you. I'd love to hear from you in the comments, Scorpio. All right, next I have Pisces. Happy birthday, Pisces. Happy birthday, Pisces. Oh, I'm so excited. This is exciting, and everything is sort of moving in here. The waters of life and the juices are flowing. We've got clarity, creative, productive, and Gaia are sitting in here with the green man. It's like so balanced in here, so nurturing. Right, so Pisces, I am really hoping you're having a great month, right? Because it's time to celebrate and speak that, and celebrate and speak that, right? We're going to say that twice, apparently. So, I'm going to draw 3 cards for you guys, and let's see what we've got for this week. All right, I got my mum in this week. I've got my besties in this week. I have so many Pisces mate. They reckon that Capricorn and Pisces are the odd couple. I was only saying this to my mate Cal the other day. The odd couple, like, because apparently I'm conservative. All right, Pisces, there's a little bit of insecurity going on. This is in your mind. This is insecurities about, you know, what you're reflecting on, how you got here, what these insecurities are about speaking. They go together, this air and air. Sometimes it's great to list your insecurities, Pisces, because it really does get you a moment to be able to write them out, get them out of your brain, right? Because while they're in our brain, they're feeling our brain. And so sometimes, so that you can work out what the skeletons are in your closet, you need to write it down. And when you write it down, then you can write your list of insecurities, then you can work out how to make them secure, right? Don't think that everybody's watching. It's not the whole deal, right? But sometimes this is our mind. It's running over. It's meant to be a healing element, being a 7. All right, so 7's a healing. It just doesn't look like it. You're just running through these insecurities so that you can try to make yourself feel like you're covering where the bases are in your mind. Write them down. Write them down. Journal it. All right, so 2 more for Pisces. What have we got? What have we got, Pisces? Ooh, we got some stability. All right, we're speaking out here again. This is a Gemini influence. This can be seen as a Gemini man, but this is really about strength and stability. This guy has been pragmatic. He knows what he's built. He knows what his strengths are. He knows he has an abundance. He has the money. He has stability. He has everything he needs. All right? He is confident in his abilities. He is confident in what he's saying. And seeing that we're talking about you got to speak out loud, this is the same thing. This is that same energy. All right? So maybe it is insecurities with this sort of person. All right, but maybe this is insecurities, you not feeling like you're that sort of person, because this is about you. All right, so sometimes we've got to really find how we can make ourselves stable, strong, and walk through those insecurities, because this is about healing them and walking through them strong. Let's see what else we've got sitting here. This could be Earth element man. Okay, and so, oof. Okay, this is the end of the situation. And you know it. You knew it in the Wheel of Fortune. That something had ended. All right, and that you have a new emotional life coming out of this. You've got the Page of Cups. All right? So inside of this, you've got a strong intuition. You have made yourself stable and clear and clarity. And the situation now is coming to an end. Whatever this insecurity is, whatever this insecurity in your stabilization is, this is coming to an end. It's going to be over. All right, and then in the end, what bones we've got are what we put in our soup, all right, to make our rebirth. So from this becomes the bones of what makes new life. All right, so as we go through this cycle, the insecurities and the death of this situation is going to bring an emotional new life, because that's what the outcome of what this actual reading is. All right, so as much as these look a bit dire, we actually are leading to a beautiful emotional new beginning. You've created this. You've got clarity on it. There's productivity in your situation. Gaia and the Green Man are nurturing this situation. All right? The Hare and the Faith are in this situation. You are allowed to speak your words in this situation. All right? So you get to relieve the insecurity of the situation, because it's going to end. All right? And you're going to start something new. You get an emotional rebirth out of this. A new, beautiful, emotional beginning is promised inside of this card at the end of all of this turmoil. All right, so whatever you've gone through, whatever you've ended, you are in the strongest position to move on and have a beautiful, emotional life. Oh, Pisces, please focus. Please focus. We look back and we look back and we know that we made the world that we're in. It's nice and strong what you've got. Speak it out. Tell everybody about it. Tell everybody about it. You've got an emotional new beginning coming along. You've got this beautiful messages of love, or water element child inside of this. You know, these beautiful messages of love are coming in for you. Pisces, I really hope that you resonate with that. Please tell me in the comments if you resonate with that. And I hope that you are having a great time. I hope you have great birthdays. And I will love to see you in some of my other readings. And I will catch you on the flip side. Bye.